Hey guys, welcome. So Todd was saying that Chloe might show up if everybody knows who Chloe is, which is really cool.
I told her about it. She said she's probably in bed. She's over in the UK, but she might watch.
Well, so's he. Hobby Time is over in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run through the chat real quick, guys.
Okay.
So there was Hobby Time said, "Hey Buck." Rich said, "Hey you guys, I'm here finishing up a couple of things." I said, "Hey" back to Rich. I said, "Hey" back to Hobby, or yeah, Hobby Time. Said, "Hey, Gilly's here, but I think he's dropping out." He said, "Hey" to Richard. Peter's here. He said, "Hey guys."
Hey everybody.
And I said, "No longer GB, but HB." I know it's HT. I'm going to call you HB. It's easier. Yeah, he said it's 2 a.m. Hobby Time did.
Over in the UK? Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Oz. Gilly said can't come on tonight. Seasoning a new smoker and football tonight. I posted the link to the stream over on Facebook. And Gilly said he's going to watch off and on. So
right.
That's kind of, and just something kind of show and tell. I was cleaning up some boxes, getting rid of some old things in the garage. I need to change the battery on it, but this is the coolest watch I own. It's the only watch I own.
Go full screen, Buck.
No, that's not what I wanted. I double clicked and it made. No. There we go. There. This is the last watch I wore before retiring from active duty. And here
Nice.
well, here's what's funny is I haven't worn this watch in, let's see, 22. So I haven't worn this watch in 10 years. The battery is still running it. The only thing it's not doing is the hands are not cranking around.
How you know it's running?
It's
a little digital
the
display.
Yeah, the digital dials
Oh, gotcha.
plus the light comes on just a hair.
Need to get one of these. An Echo Drive. It's solar powered. It never needs a battery.
Well, see, here's the thing. I never wear a watch because I have literally, my wife have bought me it was a gummy bear watch. It had a gummy bear in the center of it.
Why does that not surprise me?
Hey. Well, it was.
God beat me to it.
It was sad because it was actually a really nice watch. It was pretty expensive. I had heard something rattling under the car. Went under. It was on my left arm. My right arm was the one that went under the car. When I came up from under the car, this crystal was shattered.
Aw.
Yeah, me and watches don't get along. I break the crystal of them like nothing. Well, that's the first time I've seen that one.
What's everybody working on?
I'm still working on the ironclad.
Yeah, but
I
you're
will
working amazing, Donnie.
Thank you.
You can come
I'm
paint my
finishing
stuff anytime.
You what?
You can come paint my stuff anytime.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
can program my Arduinos.
I program your Arduinos. You paint my Titanic. How's that? Is that Nellie? Is she done?
She's not quite done. She's very close.
That's
You know,
cool.
Eagle Moss made a little Nellie.
Did not know that.
There's a company that sells Eagle Moss stuff that they bought up over time,
Uh-huh.
but not partwork stuff, but like the Starship collectibles and you know, Eagle Moss had hundreds of products. And
Yeah.
one of those, little Nelly, I thought about buying it for you.
I would take it.
It was like 1/24 scale or something. It wasn't very big. It's probably this big, you know. But
Yeah, which is, where's the box? Yeah, same size as this one. Just need to finish painting the missiles and putting them on. There's a couple of other parts, but most of the holes on the bottom were not cut. Just like these ones for the rocket launchers here in the front. I had to drill those with the hull glued together. But then once I get done with
Somebody miscalculated.
no, somebody didn't realize the holes weren't there.
Right.
And this is already on deck. I've already been working on this some.
Oh, nice.
oh, the Stearman, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is, it doesn't have markings or anything else for the wires, but it does have the wire. So I may or may not put the wiring in there.
Of course you will.
The guy wires.
You don't
And
need
then if
markings. Just eyeball it.
This is true. And if I get to where I can't go any further on there, I'll start my Halloween build.
Yeah, I need to hurry up and finish this so I can start my Halloween build.
See, I'm waiting for Chloe because I think that her second Titanic pack, like these are the little steam winches, and I'll see if I can get it on camera here. These little tiny guys. And we painted them green because they normally come silver from the kit. I didn't like that. So we painted them green, made the windlasses like a off gray. See if I can get that in the light.
Hey, Mad
Nice.
Genius.
It looks good, Todd.
So we did that. And then I do have Chloe's kit. So, oh, you want to grab
Hey, Tom.
So we did a couple things, like the stock breakwaters are gray and they aren't going to get fixed until like issue 21. So I just painted them white now. But to give you like a comparison, like here, this is the stock Titanic cargo hatch number 1. It's basically this little thing. It has nothing on it, right? And then this is Chloe's.
Cool.
Very nice.
So
That's cool.
it has a ton more detail.
I see that. Big difference.
Speaking of which, do you know if she ever got the power? I've been waiting for months for her to get the power mod for the T800 back in.
That I do not know. But if she joins, then we'll know. What else did I do? These are her cap stands. I painted them green as well. About to put a brass cap on them. Like there's any part of this camera that is showing the background, it likes to focus on it. Wait, no. Nothing. Nothing.
Usually
Hang
you
on,
have to
let me-
hold it right in the center. Well, that's the way my camera works anyway.
I know it'll focus in like 1 inch.
There you go.
So those are her
Yeah.
cap stands. And if I show you the stock ones, they're terrible. And they're white, which is wrong. So those got painted. You gonna give me a stock one? Yeah. So he, Francisco's grabbing a stock one. We'll grab everything that's stock. Show it. So like, so this is a stock one versus hers. Let me see if I can get these to focus. Come on. I was thinking about
What
it.
you're gonna have to do is set them both in the palm of your hand and block more of the screen. Okay, that's blue tack on the bottom. I was like, those are
No,
really
so basically,
long.
I put blue tack on the bottom, and then we put a toothpick in it. So
Yeah,
that's that. What else you got in there?
I just realized that.
Yeah.
By the way, Todd, let me show you something, Todd.
Yeah.
Here's what you need to get things to focus. Get yourself a white envelope.
Yeah, but then you get all them little lines.
Not always. There.
No, Buck, you got to use the red towel because that works amazing.
Right. All right. Let's see if I can get this to show. So this is the stock.
This one?
See that?
This is the stock crew galley skylight that comes with the kit.
Don't move.
I'm not moving.
There.
Right? This is Chloe's. This has all the panels and details on it, and what's next?
The other one's just a plain box with some holes.
It's a plain box with 4 holes in it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm scared to ask because it's worth it, but I'm still scared to ask. How much is her stuff?
I don't know how much this costs. I just get stuff. You know what I mean? Like buy it. All right. Here's the next one, which is this is really gonna be fun. So you don't get this to focus at all whatsoever. So this, let's see if it'll do it. It's thinking about it. That is the stock steam valve wheels that are normally brass. They're supposed to be brass on the real ship. These are the ones I painted from her.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
And I'm going to give these a gloss coat so they have a shine to them. More of a shine.
In future.
I have future. I don't want to use it. Can't tell me what to do. let me have a ball art and then we're done.
Are you kidding? Have you seen the price of future lately? It would cost him $10 to clear coat those of future.
I have a huge bottle of it.
Which is why when I had still half a bottle, I bought 4 more before the price went insane.
I've got 2 bottles of it.
These, that's the stock bollards. Or a double bit, whatever.
Yeah, those are bollards.
Yeah, a bollard is a double bit, right? So that's just a rope bollard, right? Has a nice big molding seam right across the center of it.
I see that.
Then hers, which I painted in a dark kind of smoky gray. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Have all the bolts around the bottom.
Oh, cool.
And they have that little piece on the photo etch that I couldn't get to go onto my 1/200 Titanic.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're vastly improved. I can't wait until she, like, that's why I just slapped the little steam winches. I just slapped them together with some paint because she's making new ones that actually have all the actual gears and everything in them. So we're just
well, her improved ones wasn't improved enough, so she improved them more.
Well, she hasn't made the steam. She's working on the steam. The steam winches will come in her second pack.
Oh.
All right. What do I have left to do? I got to take pictures.
Well, hang on, Todd. Let me show you the photo etch bollards from the Pontos kit for the 200 scale.
Yeah.
Those, and the paint's actually coming off. Damn it! I did those on a stream quite a while back, 1.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I get to play show and tell too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching you build those.
I just realized something. We don't have names.
We have names, we're just not showing them.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember how to show them.
All right. So these are waiting to finish. Everything up there.
I don't know.
This waiting to finish. This is waiting to finish.
No names.
This
We have
is-
no names.
Yeah.
We have no names. We can't be held accountable for anything we do.
Cheers. Donnie, I'll drink to that.
Everything below this ledge. Yeah. All the way around.
As will I.
So basically this corner, all the way around. But what I am going to do real quick is let's grab the first kid. Do you have it over there?
Drinking Dr. Pepper there, Eric.
I want to see where the breakwaters come in.
Heck yeah, man.
Got Dr. Pepper mixed with 60.
What?
Hi, buddy. You already
Who the heck are the names?
You already stabbing for attention? My goodness.
I don't know where they are, but I can tell you where they aren't.
I know.
I didn't take them. You give me half your stash, I'll
I saw it in the
car.
options.
Hey, Reg.
Layouts. No, that's not it. My keys. No.
We can put some tape just across the back here. I think that's just easier to hand paint. I think so. Yeah. All right.
All else fails to the Google.
Is it the audio avatars? No.
You know, it also needs to be hand painted. That well for the
Holy buckets! Do I have some drilling out
in the front for the spare anchor.
Okay.
That should be this color too. But that way might. I wonder if that's an airbrush kind of thing because it's too silvery. Yeah. I don't know. Is no. Maybe. It's too late. Yeah. That looks like plastic. Yeah.
Toggle display name.
I don't know. You want to mask that ledge off? Okay. Well, actually, I can just spray it because the wood's going to go over. Yeah. All right. We'll spray it.
Hang on.
Spray that.
Just spray it.
Spray it.
Do it.
Got my little airbrush ready to
What's
go.
that, Buck?
Spray it. Go.
Good.
Let's go.
Where'd you find it?
You go under key bindings, and it wasn't set, so I just set it to Control Alt F1, and then when I hit Control Alt F1, there they are.
Key bindings. You mean hotkeys?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, Buck, you got to make things so difficult.
I do.
It wasn't assigned to anything, so I just assigned it real quick and then hit it, and there they are.
Well, normally there's a spot that you can. There's actually a checkbox.
Are you talking about the names?
Yeah,
It's under brand. You got to click the little
you're
brand
right.
thing.
I just found it.
Yeah,
I don't know
couldn't
why it was
find
turned
that,
off.
but I found the hotkeys. So.
Is this
100%
what happens when you
professional.
zip through? Is this what happens? Huh? I quit.
What? You can't quit.
I quit.
Nope, can't.
You have a
I was
name
gonna
now.
say-
You can't quit.
Right? I don't have a name. I can't quit.
No, you do have a name now,
Oh, all right.
so you can't.
Oh, damn.
You have been named.
See, it's that Tennessee accent that threw me for a loop.
There. Now he's really been named.
Oh, what
Bubble. It's an air bubble tad.
Eric making fun of my Tennessee accent.
No. Well, maybe a little. You know, the front light
Hey,
on.
don't make me have to go get in my car and come up there and get you.
Yeah. Well, you ain't got a place to pack now, do you? Yeah.
I'll make a place.
Okay, now I'm done playing with your name, Eric.
The forward light on the top saucer for the Enterprise is a decal, but that's lit in the
Yeah, but you
picture.
put the decal on, and then that tells you where to drill the hole.
I'm kind of just aiming towards the manual paint job.
Well, it's interesting because I'm doing the production version, not the two pilot versions. Now, the pilot versions do not have the light at all.
No.
That's not even there. That doesn't exist. Matter of fact, the four square lights on this, that doesn't exist on those either.
Probably
Here's a
why I
question.
did all those with decals.
So Rich just asked, when you do starships, do you prefer a satin clear coat or a flat clear coat?
Well, what do you think
Depends on what
the real ship would have?
I like satin.
So do I.
I do too.
Well, hey, all right, cool.
To me, it depends on the ship. Like the TOS ship
Don't count,
always
3
looked
to
kind
1.
of flat to me.
3 to 1.
But like,
you don't count. Be quiet. Hey, Tennessean, be quiet. Shh.
Hey, Bubbles, be nice.
Hey,
The
I thought it was dopey. What happened to Bubbles?
my dopey bubbles now. Thanks, Odd. Appreciate that.
Dopey
the
Bubbles?
refit looks more stacked.
Dopey is his street name. Bubbles is his stripper name.
Well, there's an image we didn't need.
Yeah, I've been getting better at the poll.
No offense, Eric.
I've been getting better at the poll.
All offense intended.
You have not seen me. Come on now. Give me credit.
You are welcome, Donnie.
You can't
I
get
really
rid of it.
appreciate that, Buck.
You can't get rid of it.
So, Todd,
Yo.
what's this news you were talking about that you might have about Eagle Moss?
No, so it wasn't necessarily about Eagle Moss, but it was kind of like the process of administration in the UK.
Yeah.
So I've been digging into, Eagle Moss doesn't make any of the models. None of them. They don't make anything. Eagle Moss is a distributor.
Yep.
Right? They manage the subscriptions. They manage the logistics of when they get the stuff. But, and they're probably involved in the design. But they hire a design house, like, for example, Eligor, which is based out of France. They make and designed the Spitfire and the Leopard tank, right? So, and then those people then contracted to get made in China and then shipped to Hachette or Gore or whatever. And there's a company called Premium something collectibles. And I believe it seems like that they are probably making the Enterprise. They're probably making the Ecto. I think it's Premium X was an IXO subsidiary that does the DeLorean. And then Eagle Moss just owns the license and gets all that stuff basically subcontracted and made. Well,
Yeah.
So losing Eagle Moss is not the end of the world. The molds are made. The design is done. I'm pretty sure that somebody can just snatch that up and pick up where it left off. That's why you see stuff like Eagle Moss is selling the DeLorean here and in the UK, but it's released by D'Agostini in Japan.
Hey, if we're lucky, maybe round 2 will buy the molds.
You know what? Can you stick? Can you break that off?
Okay.
And so, and then when you look at administration, it takes about a week to get a court-appointed administrator. The administrator, it works very fast. But the administrator also has a collection of...
Eagle Moss kits?
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
No, but they how'd you get that on there?
I jammed it in there. Hold on. Let me try.
My fingers.
If you rule in our favor, we'll give you an Enterprise.
Well, and so I think somebody, got to think about how much licensing, how much intellectual property to have, how much stock is probably still left. I think that they were having a fire sale without telling anybody, which is why you could buy like Starships online for half off. That you got an email saying, "Hey, while we're moving distribution houses, while we're moving distribution houses, we're gonna double up on your shipments, right?" Because I got that email. It says, "Hey, we're going to double up on your shipments," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I think that was them trying to get money, and I think what happened is they probably one of their distribution deals they couldn't pay the bill, and they stopped shipping them parts. You don't pay, you don't get it. So I think it finally caught up to them. But you got to remember, they're affected by a lot of things. They're affected by the war in Ukraine. They're affected by COVID. They're affected by China lockdowns. There's so many pieces in that logistics chain that all get affected by it. And as customers, we don't care. We just want the parts. But
Perfect.
the administrators have a whole database full of investors and companies that buy distressed companies, just like Eagle Moss. So I don't think it's the end of the world just yet. I think that basically filing for administration says we need protection from creditors, and we want to come out of this. Otherwise, they would just liquidate it, and they're not there yet. And the administrator come in. He takes a couple weeks, takes over the company, takes away from the board of directors, and talks to all the creditors, talks to investors, does all this work that. His job is to make, because if they stop trading, if they literally close the doors, nobody gets anything. Creditors get nothing. That's the worst case scenario. But everybody's acting like it's over, and I don't think it is.
Well, I don't think it's over either, but I don't think anything's going to happen for 6 months to a year.
Oh no, it definitely. You're absolutely right. It's definitely going to take a long time. It's going to, they can come up with a solution, and even the administrators in like a week. I mean, it could be that fast, but you know, if they have to end up selling parts of the company, if they have to resell the licenses, let's say, you know, I mean, there's Hachette could snap that stuff up in a heartbeat, right? So could D'Agostini, so could Agora. Because there's customer base and there's hundreds of products and there's licenses and there's just so many pieces to it. It's just they couldn't afford to pay the distributor. So you gotta go pay the manufacturers in China and they'll give you more parts. I mean, they want to sell their parts. They got a bunch of money invested in it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Well, and because I'm pretty sure it's a long haul. I don't know if I'm pretty sure you saw the picture that I posted of the Ghostbuster car now in a box in the garage.
I don't mind waiting.
But I don't either.
I don't think they're dead.
No, I don't think they're dead either.
If anything, I expect to see them lose some products. I think they got a little overextended. They were selling way too much stuff. And trying to bring new things out, and I think they just overextended themselves. I'm repeat that way, yeah. How's that look?
Well, and like you said, Todd, even if Eagle Moss is dead, somebody else will eventually buy up the molds and stuff. So.
No, that's why I don't think it's dead. Is it going to be 6 months to a year from now? I bet, but it's not like the first time we waited 6 months for parts. And it's not costing me any money to sit here and wait. It's just being patient. Don't pay that.
Yeah.
You don't have patience. Cut it out.
I have plenty of patience. I waited 8 months for
Patients are in a hospital.
You have zero patience, Todd. With the limited amount of time that we've known each other, you have no patience. You were already like crying in your beer because there was going to be no more parts work.
I don't know who you think I am, but
You're being honest with yourself. Come on.
I've learned a lot of patience in the last few years. I'll tell you that.
Well, if you go through Eagle Moss, you have to. That's like a given.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of things they could have done differently. Their customer service was atrocious. Their website was atrocious. In this day and age, I should be able to log in, see where my package is, see who's touching my package, which tracking number it has, and everything. Not having that, you've just made it really bad for people.
You don't, and the thing is, you don't get that from D'Agostini either.
Mm-mm.
You get close from Agora.
Well, and I mean, FanHome will like tell me where my packages are, you know, when I've been billed for them, when they're being shipped. So that's D'Agostini, which is a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah.
And Agora will tell you when
you
they're shipping
can't get
parts,
like
so you can
tracking
drop the number.
information once it's shipped.
Oh, they send you tracking information. But the problem is right now, my problem with FanHome is that since April, I was charged in April, and I've had a package a shipment being prepared since the 20th or 19th of April.
Are you talking about FanHome?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had something go wrong with the 3942 thing because I have a package that's been shitting. There's a package that's been sitting there in processing state since like the end of June.
Yeah, but is it charged?
I think they charged me for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and see, the thing is, I've talked to them, and they can't skip it. They can't cancel it. They can't do anything with it until they hear something back from and whoever they elevate it to. And it's been elevated like 4 times in the last 3 months.
Yep. Well,
elevate it again.
I did. I did, Donnie. I know a guy
easily, Buck.
Donnie, I know a guy who claims that he knows the regional manager for the States.
Yeah, I know a guy that knows a guy too.
Oh, and that's
listen, Bubbles.
One more thing I was going to say about Eagle Moss is you got to think if a company has cash flow problems, and you know you're going to have to do an administration, which you know is going to be a public event, right? That's a public record. That's the last thing you need is for everybody to pull their money out and to cause a panic. And when everybody panics and sees that and pulls their money out, so the first thing they do is shut down all lines of communication, all their customer service, the phone numbers, the websites, the shops, everything. Because otherwise they allow people to cancel in prematurely when even though they know they're going to do their best to come back. That's
well,
a lot like the stock market, to be honest.
I feel for the people in the UK who paid a year at a time.
Yeah, those people. That's the part I feel bad. Like me, I'm paying month to month. I get the parts I pay for, right? I don't have any recourse. But the people that paid like 12 months in advance and got 3 months worth, yeah, they're hopefully carried on because they're going to be the last unsecured creditor to ever get paid. You know.
Yep.
See, and I actually thought that's how it worked. Like, if you bought it all at once, and you in like one big box or something, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I was.
I
You know,
wish they would offer that for like a month.
That's about right, Rich.
I think that's why we don't see full kits either. I think that all these hardware manufacturers do just-in-time manufacturing. They order the first 20 kits, see how those sell, order the next 20, and so on and so on. So there is no full kit. It would be prohibitively expensive, millions and millions of dollars to buy full kits, and then find out that people build the first half and sell them. They'd have to sell them as full kits, and a lot of people don't want to jump on something that costs $1,800 up front. You know?
Right.
Well, D'Agostini does that sometimes.
No, and I think it's just like Eagle Moss was going to do the same thing with the DeLorean. And I think that's because they had so much stock of the DeLorean, they could sell full kits because they had all the things in stock. Because the DeLorean has, basically got to the end a few years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they have all the parts built. But these ones that are like the Enterprise, I bet you that if at best, maybe the next 2 issues have been produced, and that's it. The Ecto, I bet you, is done. It's just those parts either didn't get built yet or are sitting somewhere.
It depends on what issue you're on, if it's the next 2 or the next 5. Because it's been a while. It's like with the Ghostbusters.
You trying to level it?
When they came out with that thing of, buy 4 months at one time, I was like, yeah, I'll save a little bit of money. That was the last shipment I got from them on the Ghostbuster.
Wait for it to dry. Yeah, wait for it to dry because then you can put a coat on top of that. I'm not that worried about it. Okay.
So Rich says that your painting is disgusting, Donnie.
Oh, thank you.
Either disgusting or fantastic. I can't tell which.
We do it, please.
Either way, I'll accept what I can get.
Actually, I should leave those missiles alone.
I got a notification today. Steve Neal commented on my SR-71, and I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Wow.
Right?
That's cool.
Rich. That is cool that Steve reached or commented on your video, or was it on video or the Facebook post?
On the Facebook post.
Very cool.
That's what I thought.
You know what? I don't feel like painting. I feel like building a little bit. Oops. So, Eric, I want your opinion.
I like it.
So you remember how I was talking about doing kind of the red and green stripes on Christine like Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm just going to do that on the hood and on the seats. What do you think?
That, in all
Freddy
honesty,
Krueger, man, that's the wrong author. What are you talking about? Not
Chris
Stephen King.
One of those like cars that really just want to go like on because it was such a big
Dead silence. What happened? We all started working on things.
24 volts.
Boom.
Thank you, Rich.
I'm there. 24.
24 volts. What was it that we were talking about 24 volts about?
1.21
Something on
gigawatts.
Discord.
It wasn't about me. Okay.
Oh, we would never mention you and 24 volts together, man.
No, I think it was when Todd was talking about he saw blue smoke in the video. And that was only 5 volts. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that. It wasn't on the chat. It was the video that I watched from the slow-mo guys, and they were blowing up. They were blowing up capacitors, and so of course I posted it and said 24 volts.
24 volts.
Actually, kind of glad to see both of the slow-mo guys are back on their videos.
Some of those are pretty cool.
Yeah. Some of them are cool. Some of them are just kind of like, eh.
That capacitor one was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Especially that second capacitor that just exploded.
Yeah. Well, the first one, when they figured out what the cross on the top of the capacitor was for.
Yeah, it's like a pressure relief.
Yep.
Although, I mean, you got capacitors inside your computer. Does it really matter if it blows smoke everywhere or just pops inside your computer?
It does, because if you let
Either
the
way,
magic
it's
blue
dead.
smoke out, well, if you let the magic blue smoke out from the computer, it's dead.
Right. If it blows up, it's dead. Result for
Never
both,
let the
it's
blue
dead.
smoke out. Although it also depends on what the power supply is and what it's set to. Because one of our IT folks way back in Germany, and Tana was interesting because she was professional IT, and the first time she asked me for help, it was because she put the she put the CD into the drive and pulled the little arm down, and it made out this grinding noise, and she couldn't get the CD back out anymore.
Pull the little arm down.
Yes. So she asked me if I could come help. I went down, took one look at the machine. I said, "Bring it upstairs." She said, "Why?" I said, "Is that bad?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, it is, but more so that I can save you embarrassment." We brought it upstairs. We brought it upstairs. I had her take the drive out, and we took apart the 5 1/4 inch drive. Remember the old 5 1/4 inch floppy drives?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She stuck the CD into it.
Oh my god.
And then she plugged the computer into 220 volts without checking the power supply.
What's wrong with that?
She let the blue smoke out.
That's just 10 times 24 volts. That's okay.
Yeah, well, it was kind of funny because she let the smoke out because it was set to 110 and she plugged it into 220. And I said, "Okay, hang on, let's try this." I switched it to 220 after, unplugged it, switched it to 220. She only burnt out half the power supply.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting when you have a IT person who doesn't know anything about computers. Kind of like Todd.
What? I don't know.
Any,
anything about computers.
anytime somebody calls her, does she say, "Did you try turning it off and back on again?"
I don't know.
I have all of my IT experiences from watching IT Crowd.
Oh, I love IT Pro.
It's funny because about the turn it off and turn it back on. I ask my wife that every time she has a problem with anything electronic. And she gets so mad because usually I'm right.
Nice.
We turn it off, we turn it back on, and it works.
Technology, right? You ever watch that British show, IT Crowd?
I have not.
It's hilarious.
Is that what Todd just mentioned?
That's what I just said.
Oh, is it? I thought you
Yeah.
said, yeah, IT Crowd is hilarious.
What did I?
He thought you meant the other IT crowd.
So then,
Assembly?
finish, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Gonna shoot that?
Yeah.
We can just mute the mic while we're doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna. I may have to mute. I don't know. Is this obnoxious? Because if I airbrush, I don't know if it's gonna be too loud.
Shouldn't be.
So
Noises.
is that too loud?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Perfect. Alrighty then.
That sounds almost like you got one of those little makeup ones.
No, I have a full-size Grex sitting right off camera.
Todd has a good set.
We don't need that. Those
I
are.
have a no-name spray gunner air compressor now.
Did we want to gloss those? I think that's right.
Oh,
I feel like, what do you mean?
I remember the Commodore PET.
No name compressor.
Yeah.
I thought you picked up like a really good one.
Nah, for this, clear done. Go there. Flossing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how some places have their own brand of stuff? It's actually made by somebody else, but they put their name on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, Spray Gunner didn't put their name on it. They just put no name.
No.
We can stick everything in here.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been a really good compressor.
Those go in those. And this
Alex, all right.
goes in that tall one.
Over that.
I think
No,
I'm going
I
to
can't.
run red and green stripes across the top, the roof as well.
I almost want to say that these aren't. This particular sheet is not deep.
So are you saying Christine was male butt?
No, I'm saying for my
Kruger was.
Halloween group build, I'm doing Christine after she was taken over by Freddy Krueger.
What do you think?
I try not to. It hurts my head.
Let me see if I can get this to show up.
Let's put main screen photo.
Little gold Sharpie action. Create a brass top on the
Nice.
Very nice.
stands.
Hey, nice.
That's cool.
Hibbo in the house.
What?
Hey, Hibbo.
There's another eye. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Eric,
I know.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Oh yeah.
Eric, your people are showing up, Eric.
Shit's getting what? Who's throwing up?
You're starting to sound like a Terminator. Oh, wait. Sorry. Borganator.
So, Todd,
Yo.
you're not allowed to touch the computer tonight, right?
What? I'm not doing nothing. You want me to do close
You're
up?
not-
You're gonna get that
Yeah.
close up camera until the end of the stream.
You're not allowed to touch the computer mouse. because somehow the stream ends when you're using a mouse.
No, the stream ends when he streams from his phone.
That's true.
Todd's not allowed to stream from his phone anymore. It ends the stream.
So hard to see it.
I know. No, because the paper is like wet. It's there.
I'm letting you do it.
Oh
Ha!
no! God, good. So
Like
if
coats.
if I mess up, we have to start all over again.
Yeah, we have to start everything all over again. So Francisco's going to paint the flat, our matte, what is this, a matte varnish? So this should be fun.
Hey, tell them we said hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I heard a small person in the background there.
Yes,
No, I'm a fairly large person.
He's a fairly big person.
Well, I'm talking about on Eric's side.
Oh.
Yeah, Eli decided to come down and do it for a bit.
You say Eli? Hey, Eli.
Is that actually coming out?
You got to stand over here. Microphone's okay. You can probably barely hear you.
Yeah. That's it.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
That's Buck, Donnie, and Todd.
Oh, and Marvel.
And then you got-
PITSTAIN.
Then you got the crazy crew.
Yeah.
Checking. Hey, speaking of which, anybody want to throw down a link in the chat for stream?
Throw down in the chat.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the link? Are you talking about the link, Eric?
You're breaking up, Eric.
Well, he is the $6 man.
True.
I mean, like that, Eric?
Fertilizer is failing.
Yes. But I am breaking up. That sucks.
Yes, you are. What were you saying about throw down in the chat?
He was talking about throwing the link in there.
Oh,
It's coming out.
Yeah.
I thought he was wanting to have a throw down in the chat.
I know. That's
you
the
want
best
to, I mean-
Eric has. That's the best Eric has ever sounded.
Silent?
No, breaking up.
Oh.
And then Richard's like, his phone is losing power. Unfortunately, I think it's on.
So his battery sucks. His internet sucks.
Yes, that sucks.
I actually think he's on his PC.
Hey, it's like
Damn.
the beginning. It's like the beginning of the $6 Million Man, you know, except he's the $6 man. Breaking
I
up,
am.
breaking up.
60-cent man.
What's funny is I went out, I did a little bit of research just because I came across the $6 Million Man and watched an episode or two. And that crash at the beginning, the actual pilot in that crash walked away.
Yeah, unscathed.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
I can't remember his name now. It wasn't Chuck Yeager, was it?
No.
It's,
The spray, I think you should say. Blob or something.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to start with this. Then we'll add this.
come on.
I have to say the molding on this engine leaves some to be desired.
Which one's
MARVELPHX right there. He's doing the
On
Titan.
Stearman.
Can you?
No. Right now I'm working on Christine.
Oh, that's right.
No, the Stearman is Very little detail. I just decided I wanted to actually build something instead of continually paint.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Something that's like grippy. So I get to the.
So you're complaining about the detail on an old AMT kit?
Yeah.
See it coming out now.
Yes, Bruce Peterson. That's it. Rich has gone to go get some Kraken, and Hibbo looked up that it was Bruce Peterson that crashed the airplane, and it was one of the first lifting body aircraft.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Well, what's funny about it is it was a lifting body, but NASA had already designed many lifting bodies that they never used. Just common knowledge. But the Apollo capsule actually had a bit of a lifting body. They could actually, or the original plan was for them to actually fly it, not just have it fall.
Yeah. So, yeah. You have to be
Or at least have some type of string to it.
Now that's funny. They put cylinders in the block
Here, I'll take
Yeah.
blow away.
that you're just going to put the head cover over top of it.
Right.
Like, that's cool.
That's so you
Now,
can
see,
look at it and go,
that's
oh man, the
motor.
detail is so good.
That's the type of motor I would totally display on an engine stand in the top I'm building models. Just for a little bit. Oh, good. I can go up there in a quick second. It's got time for girls.
If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
Eric, say hi to Karina.
Hang on.
Push it
Hang
down.
on. All right. Just needed to get that done.
Can they hear me?
You sit on over here.
Oh,
I can hear you in the background.
hi! I didn't know I wasn't
Hi.
muted.
Hello.
Who's that?
It's fine. It is perfectly fine for you to be not muted and on the stream.
Hey, we put up with Eric, so
He went up to go say goodnight to the girls.
No, she's taking over.
That's cool.
Is this Mrs. Eric?
That's Mrs. Eric.
Yeah.
yeah, she's gonna work on the Enterprise while Eric's gone.
Excellent.
I don't think he wants me to do that unless he wants sparkly pink and purple and teal on it.
What's wrong with teal?
You won't mind.
I only do pretty things.
Look, what's wrong with teal?
And the Enterprise is pretty.
But I don't think that's the color he wants on here.
Well, who was it? Dirk Pitt made a pink Enterprise.
He did.
Here, something like this. Let me try. Actually, what we'll do is
So how many
See?
are on tonight?
Oh, it's dry already.
So Hibbo said, do it. Make it teal.
I should get my markers. my teaching Sharpies.
All right, so got me, obviously. I'm working on the Christine.
What is that?
Okay.
MARVELPHX, also known as Todd, is working on the Agora Titanic. He's painting, and he's got aftermarket parts. Donnie is working on a Ironclad,
Yes.
and Eric apparently is working on an Enterprise,
Yeah, that doesn't
a
surprise me.
teal one.
Yeah. And you know what? I wouldn't doubt it after he's done working on it and puts all these hours into it that he'll just make it into a disaster at some point.
Actually, he said he doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, like we believe that.
Right?
See?
Exactly.
Even she knows.
No,
She
I
lives
don't.
with the madness.
This is true.
So,
Yeah,
Donnie,
he's good at
Yes.
repurposing.
Gilly's asking, do I build them all the same? Do I build them all the same ever I want to these Chaos Warriors? I don't think I speak Gilly.
I don't either. Do you make them like you got a set and you want to know should you build them all the same? Is that what you mean? Because I usually don't. I'll have some, with their gun up, some with their gun down. So it's not 15 of the same guy. Paint them all, very similar, but I try to build them a little differently.
I think that's it. I'm gonna gloss that.
Yes, gloss. Okay, not matte varnish. Let's get the lid for this.
I hear airbrush. Yeah, that's what he meant. Should he build them all different?
I usually do. Just, adds a little variation so it's not just a whole bunch of the same guy.
I should mess with his camera.
We should tell Eric when he gets back that Karina's finishing the Enterprise.
Oh, that's a horrible idea.
He would mute you.
Why is that?
I can scrapbook and I can do fun school projects, but when it comes to stuff like this, it's like having 2 left feet but only hands.
That's just because you haven't.
Do you see any wires laying around?
Yeah.
Plug those right on the wall.
Oh, you're trying to beat Eric's 24-volt record, huh?
That's right.
It's unfortunate that his YouTube got hacked because his first experience soldering was amazing.
It was.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about entertainment value?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. He came up and told us he was laughing, but he wasn't all that happy about it. I told him it would take practice, most things in life.
It was funny because we're sitting here while he's doing things, typing in the chat in caps and everything, basically yelling at him, Eric, don't do that.
Well, when
But
he
he did
house
anyway.
down,
Silo.
when he burns the house down, we can finally have the house we want without having to do work in it.
Don't burn the house down.
Then you won't have to live in North Dakota and freeze anymore.
That's the thing. It's tempting. We have like some of the lowest gas prices too.
I couldn't do it.
Our gas prices are going down. I don't know what we are right now, but a lot of the country hasn't caught up with us yet.
Our
You guys are-
prices actually dropped back down a little bit. We're
Yeah,
down to like
under
$4.19
$5 a
now.
gallon here now.
Do what?
I said our gas is under $5 a gallon here.
Ours never got up to $5 a gallon.
There's
Got up
nobody
to
lives
like
there.
$4.89, and now it's back down to like $4.19.
We're at 4.
Oh, now Karina's breaking
Can't see
up.
where it is. Nope.
We were in the high 4s. I don't think we ever got over 5.
Oh,
That's a 6.
Karina's froze.
To Google, Georgia has the cheapest. I say we all move to Georgia.
Georgia has the cheapest gas.
According to Google. And you know it's on Google, it has to be.
What is it in Georgia? $4 a gallon?
Look. I'm going to see what they say. 436.
That's it.
$4.19 here.
I think we painted everything.
Dr. Google, wrong again.
Dinner time.
It's like when I was off for vacation a week ago, we went down home and visited my mom. And when we left up here, it was 469. When we got to McEwen, it was 409.
Oh wow,
65 miles away.
isn't that crazy?
60 cents difference in the price.
God, that's so crazy.
Well,
To
that's
go to
because
Grand Forks.
Murfreesboro is close to the interstate and McEwen is close to absolutely nothing.
We're
Dollars
gonna break
for
the gas prices and go to Grand Forks on Sunday. It's a 4-hour trip. We'll have to fill once on the way there, and then of course fill before we leave, and then on the way back as well. It's only a 4-hour trip, but you know, with kids in the car, you want a full tank of gas, and I'm not looking forward to the bill for that.
no.
But we'll have some fun at the water park.
So Gilly said it's $1.79.9 in Canada where he's at.
How much?
Hobby Times or HB said you don't want to buy gas here in the UK.
Yikes.
I was gonna say, but up in Canada, don't they sell it by the liter?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he said. 179.9 per liter.
Ah, I got you.
Which equals
Wait.
like 5,000 per gallon or like that.
wait a minute. Make up your mind. Is it $1.79.9 a liter or is it $2.12.9 a liter?
No, he said it's 179.9 a liter now from 219.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's gone down.
You know, if America would just ditch the standard system and
Hey,
go-
we could all go to Australia and get gas. $2.25
Yeah.
a liter.
That's not so bad.
That's a liter though.
10 pound a gallon. That's like 12 and a half bucks.
Yeah.
Not anymore. The pound and the dollar are exactly the same right now.
Are they?
Are they?
hey, we can't even handle $1, let alone 12.
That was not nice.
That was to be expected though.
I'm sorry. I thought that was really good.
It's hilarious.
Oh man.
So
And I,
wait. Watch the screen. There you go.
He said, "Watch the screen."
Look at the names.
It says, "Buck."
Everybody's buck.
You know, that's okay.
$4 equal to a hand in the bush or something like that.
Not sure
I've
the
been
price
married,
would
I'll be
happen.
married for 10 years in September. I can only have one Eric too, so it's all good.
Hey, crashed my secret identity.
Man, you've been stuck with him for 10 years.
11.
I mean, hi, Eric.
I love it. Yeah.
No,
There we go. I'm changing the names back.
Bubbles. I'm now.
Oh crap! I need to bed. You guys, good night. I got one more to put to bed.
All right. Talk to you later.
Hi.
Come on.
I almost clicked remove on you, Donnie.
I see how it is, Buck.
For real.
Oops, I got rid of Donnie. What a shame.
Rich said, wow, $4.
I can't imagine paying $10 a gallon for gas.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's insane.
I got a 19-gallon tank on my car. That's $190. Ooh.
Although in Austria, when we were heading back into Germany, when in Austria we ran out of gas, and when we got gas there on the economy, it was 10 shilling for a liter, which was basically $1 a liter.
Shillings. That sounds painful.
Yeah, Hibbo says theirs would be equivalent to about $9 Australian per gallon.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, you know, it's what is it here? $4.49, I believe.
Well, I stopped the other day and got gas, and it had gone down to $4.19. And I think that's the first time in my life I've ever looked at the gas pump and went, wow, only $52.
What do you drive, Donnie?
An Altima,
What?
You know,
a
it'd be funny if he said
19-gallon tank.
he drove a Toyota.
52
He drives his Toyota to the Nissan plant.
tank. What'd you say, Todd?
I said it'd be funny if you drove a Toyota to the Nissan plant.
Right?
Hyundai.
A lot of people do, though.
Oh, that's not so bad. Sam's Club, cheapest price in the area. It's only $4.54.
What's that, though?
Yeah, and let's see, $4.83 other places, because our governor decided not to implement a 50-cent tax increase on gas.
Wow.
One can of bacon.
We got to paint the
Can
engine.
of beans.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Big Ram truck, that would suck.
We'll do when we get there. That way we can actually build something in my head. That's all.
Sure.
We have a Chevy Traverse.
Most of this.
Let's
We're down to just the Jeep Renegade.
All we have is the Altima.
Are these all things?
What kills
We're down
me is
to
there's people at work that drive Toyotas and Fords and stuff like that, and they're like, man, I work on Nissans all day long. I don't want to drive one. It's like, you do realize you can lease one for $200 a month, right? $200 a month.
The gray one?
That's not bad.
Is it here? Or?
We have a.
I don't care whether I want to drive a Nissan or not. For $200 a month, sign me up.
Yep.
We paid off our Chevy Traverse pretty quickly years ago. It's a 2012, and it's only got it actually just ticked to 70,000 miles.
70,000 miles?
70, yeah.
That's not too bad.
Did you notice Karina's voice changed?
I did.
Are you saying something about this?
There, that's better.
You go lighter.
Yeah, for a few minutes there, she
Oh, no, I
sounded
can't
less
decide. What do you think?
feminine.
Terminator?
Whatever the other one is going, what the mirror is going to be on. I was kind of thinking this.
Yeah.
The mirror is going to be on the white.
We was trying to get her to paint your Enterprise teal.
No.
She wouldn't listen
Very
to it.
cool. Very cool, Rich. One time when it was kind of funny, the last time gas went up like this, actually the first time gas went over $4 a gallon everywhere, back in 2008. Yeah, 2008, 2009. I went TDY to Hill in Utah, and they gave me my economy car. My cheapest class was the Jeep Patriot.
All right, see you, Hibbo.
Hibbo.
Yep, see you, Hibbo. 8 o'clock tomorrow, North Dakota time. Everybody remember that. Aussie Modelers Live will be on YouTube.
8 o'clock Central?
PM.
Central.
8 o'clock Bismarck time.
Are you going to put a link to that? Oh, you have it over there.
I'll have to find one. I'm subscribed to him, so it pops up on my YouTube.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
Oh,
No, I think I saw it on the Facebook page. One or the other, anyway.
Hey, Donnie,
Yes, sir.
this version of the Polo Lights here of the Enterprise, I realize it comes with decals and stickers. It's actually beneficial for me with what I'm doing. I can use the stickers for hole placement, the window plates. And I can just
Maybe if they'll stay stuck long enough.
Yeah, they don't look that great. But what I'm surprised that it came with this. I knew it came with the what was it? It was that edition one, that Hobby Lobby, the 650.
Yeah.
That one comes with decals, but I didn't realize.
Yeah, but Eric, that kit you have
Yeah,
is exactly the same kit. It's just a different box.
this is the 1000 scale, and I'm talking like the 650 scale.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it came with this. Didn't realize the 1000 scale did. I wonder if that's more of a norm now with like add sticker options.
I don't know. You know, a lot of the old AMT kits came with the rub-on stickers.
I've never worked with.
You know, it's
So-
stickers you can stick on and then rub them down with something smooth, and they like semi-conform to the details on the kit.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of, but not really.
So I just posted in the chat a link to Aussie Modelers Live for tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll have to do that on Facebook too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump in and watch that.
It's on Discord.
Oh no, I take that back. Saturday night. Never mind.
Yeah, you can put it on while you're playing.
Where's the other ballers?
Part of the adventure.
You're breaking up again, Eric. You obviously do not have T-Mobile. We cannot hear you now.
Well, if I'm not cracking now, this PC is down in the basement on a very old Wi-Fi.
That's probably the problem.
Everybody tells me that I should like hardwire him, and I was like,
Well, actually, I'm running off Wi-Fi, but if you have an old Wi-Fi card,
yeah, it's one of the Wi-Fi. I didn't unplug it and show you. I'm afraid you wouldn't see it too long.
no, we wouldn't. I mean, yeah, Eric, go ahead, unplug it and show us.
Yeah, take me a sec.
So I just posted the link to Aussie Modelers Live and said that they'll be streaming tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time on HTM as well.
Nice. Guessing step.
Great bunch of guys over there.
Oh,
Hibbo, Jason, Peter.
she's got a new one coming.
I've never watched them before.
Yeah, like I said, good, just great bunch of guys.
I think they're quite a bit like us, just kind of hanging out and talking.
They're like us.
No, those are Star Trek.
Really.
I used to watch Glory Models a lot.
Yeah, I used to watch him a lot too.
I kind of quit watching them because every time they would review a kid or something, like they review the kid of an old Irish plane or a kid of an old French plane or something like that, They spent half the review trashing the country that the plane was from. We didn't realize they were smart enough to have planes. It's like, come on, guys, just talk about the kid.
Well, yeah.
Check on the wood. I don't know why I didn't turn on the wood. He said it's extremely strong. I don't know tips.
You know
Jason
what?
is the boring one, Peter is the shy one, and Hibbo is the comic genius.
Ah, oh,
Hey, John, welcome.
since Hibbo's still here, hey John, I'll be doing some shout outs for Jason, well, and you guys as well, but especially for Outlaw Paints. I got to get my hands on at least a couple jabs of it. I know it's pretty.
What's Outlaw Paint?
What's that?
What's Outlaw Paint?
Outlaw Paints. Jason from Aussie Scale Models. He owns that company, I believe now. If I got
Oh, really?
yeah, if I got my stories straight. But
Looks okay. Looks
either way, you know, I went to the Outlaw Paints. It was the Facebook page, and they got some really, really nice selections. Their
I'll
naming,
have to check that out.
yeah, their name. I think they got a website too. Their naming is, you know, a little different. You know, kind of like.
You know, it's interesting.
Kind of like the difference between Vallejo names and Warhammer names, you know,
Right?
like Vallejo would be like lime green and Warhammer would be, you know, something, I don't know, you know, it would be some weird thing.
So there's the site for Outlaw Paints.
Yes, thank you. Jason
I'll
owns a
check
paint
that out.
company called Outlaw Paints. Yes.
Proudly Australian, owned and operated.
Like, I really need to buy more paints, but
You
I
do?
want,
I really
want
need
to
to buy
try
more
those
paints.
paints. They look really badass. So, and and Outlaw Paints. Outlaw Paints is you can spray out of the bottle. No agents required. You just pour it in, spray.
Wait, I don't see all these odd names. I see jet black, black, red, charcoal, light gray, blue, olive black.
Keep looking. they do. Unless I'm like my mind's confusing it with another site. I thought they
Wait, Jägermeister orange.
Thank you.
That must be a color that Donnie came up with.
Yeah, I need that color.
See, Donnie, you do need more paint.
Oh, this is cool. Chrysler engine blue, Chrysler engine orange, Tunisian turquoise.
If you go to
Should we
Jason's,
not even do it outside? Should we just?
if you go to Jason's YouTube page, he's got YouTube videos
Before we try.
on it, Aussie Scale Modelers YouTube page. You check them out, and like Hibbo said, he's got a competition going, and you know, like winner takes. Well, I don't know if they take all 2,500 of worth of paint, but good times.
Pearl effects.
They're trying to get their name out there. I'll help them as much as I can.
That's cool.
God knows it's hard to do nowadays. You know, everybody's competing.
Well, we just got it out there on the stream.
Everybody's got their own brand of paint nowadays.
Yeah. So, Todd,
Yo.
no dying on the stream, please.
What?
No dying on the live stream.
I don't know what you're talking about.
5 more paints, Donnie. Kraken black. Mainly auto parts type paint.
Auto type paints, not auto parts.
Yeah. That too.
Freaking glasses.
Listen, Francis. Oh, wait.
Hey,
Karina.
Rubber cement.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
I have Kraken ink.
It smells like it too.
Kraken ink. Oh, that's an ink.
No, it's a paint.
Oh.
Everything is fucking tacky.
Why is your camera reversed?
Is my camera reversed?
It was. When you held up that paint, it's backwards.
Oh, it is.
I'll get rid of this.
I can fix that.
Hold my drink.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there's got an option you can actually manually. Why isn't that? There we go. Oh my god. It was still set to standard definition on my end at 480. No wonder it was all crappy.
And before we put that on, I need to find something to clamp flat.
Did you flip your camera?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's actually in StreamYard. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Better?
Yes.
No, I'm dyslexic. It's still backwards.
Is it backwards now?
No, it's good. It's good.
It looks backwards to me now.
Would we mess with you, Donnie? Nah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh well.
Not this one, right?
Yeah.
Good, huh?
You know, I almost have a feeling these stickers are going to come flying right off as soon as I put a drill bit to them.
You should drill first.
The pin vise?
Yeah. So Rich was looking for you to be Bubbles.
Oh,
Poor Eric, always getting picked on.
always, always.
Hey, we wouldn't pick on you if we didn't like you, Eric.
Yeah, see? I'm loved.
That's what we like to tell him. I mean, yeah.
But I have techie on the fingers.
I'm going to cry.
No crying on the stream either.
I'm going to cry.
Super tacky.
What's that? That's trying to line up a hole. Look, this stuff is so sticky.
Yeah. I don't think the book either. It's pretty stuck on there.
Getting these window placements just right is my OCD is screaming now.
Oh, you're gonna put the windows on and then drill?
I have to
Use
find
those.
I have to find the placements for them, and I'm using the.
That kit doesn't have the window indentions molded into it.
Yeah, what he said.
By the way, Rich thinks you're Bubbles even when you're not here. Bubbles.
I'm bubbly. I'm bubbly. You know who's really bubbly is Todd.
I'm bubbly.
See?
Wow. It almost sounded like you woke Todd up there, Eric.
Hey, Francisco, is Todd bubbly or is he not bubbly?
He's very bubbly. He's
Bingo.
effervescent.
Nailed
I'm sparkling.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a vampire?
Definitely.
Well, I don't go out in the sun, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. And he sucks.
Wow.
Oh, but I'm bummed.
That's how you know Francisco fits right in with the rest of you jackasses.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
There we go. Got a wood deck.
Ooh.
Nice.
Start. I thought about getting scale decks or the KA Mark 1 or
That
something like
actually
that. And
doesn't
you know
look
what?
too bad, though.
I just don't want to spend that much time. I mean, this wood isn't accurate. It's not the right color. The planks are too big. But you know what? I don't care. I know that because I'm a Titanic nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Painted.
yeah, but how much off are they? Like you said, the planks are too big. Like, are they that bad?
They're pretty bad. I mean, there's a lot of things that otherwise, like the waterways along the edges would have their own planking. There's planking around where the squares around like the anchor chains. There's all sorts of stuff. There's gonna be a lot of stuff not correct with this. I mean, if you want to be like nuts and bolts accurate, but I'm not getting that super accurate. You could argue about the Enterprise. You could argue about the Titanic. Like
Yeah,
the front,
let's argue about the
the wood in front of the breakwaters was pine and teak. Like they're different on both sides, and the planks were bigger in front. Or I don't know, whatever.
Okay, Todd.
Yep.
For the Titanic that you're doing, did they include? Just out of curiosity, because I was just watching the last half of the movie on Netflix tonight. Like I said, the last half. I only watch it when it sinks. But the Grand Staircase, is that like a thing, or is
The Grand Staircase will be included in this model. I think I've actually already seen it.
Wow, really? Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you'll be able to look down through the dome,
Yeah.
the skylight dome, and see the Grand Staircase. It is not detailed very well, but it's there.
Well, I'm pretty sure people will fix that issue.
No, Chloe. I think Chloe's going to go insane, making all sorts of cool stuff for this. So I'm not gluing anything in place. I'm just going to set things in place. So we'll see.
Almost every Titanic model includes the Grand Staircase, whether you can see it or not.
Yeah, even the Trumpeter has it, I think.
The 350 that I got from Buck, that doesn't.
All of the things.
It did.
Why do you think he sold it to you?
You know what? Let me go pull it down.
How do you know?
The picture.
Oh, how do they know?
Donnie,
Yeah.
the real reason I sold it to him is because I have two of the exact same one.
Right? Kind of like
Wouldn't want to go that
Mary
way.
too.
Lies.
They don't collapse on me. All right. Now I don't have the box top anymore.
He used to. It was wall art.
This guy.
Yeah, it was.
Then some ham-handed Goomba tore it up and threw it away.
I still got pieces of it.
So you're saying you're a ham-handed Goomba? I mean, that's what I heard, Eric.
At this
Eric
section.
says, "What's a Goombot?"
Put them in. Just don't push them in all the way. Make sure we
Yeah, this
leave
looks
enough gaps.
like it came with the Grand Staircase. It has that.
That's a smokestack, Eric. That's not a staircase.
You see where my middle finger is, Donnie? Yeah.
That's a deck, Eric. That also is not a staircase.
I'm gonna smack you so hard.
He likes it.
Did you say hard?
Hard. Yeah, I said hard.
First, you have to get in your car and come down here.
Southerners.
He's gonna smack him so hard that he's gonna end up in the yard.
Yeah. I'm gonna pack my car.
Don't make me come out of my apartment.
Hey, you guys are going to be speaking Maina pretty soon. I'm telling you. You're going to get so used to picking on me.
Wait. What the hell is
You
Maynard?
reckon?
Are you Maynard?
No, I ain't a Maina, but I just happen to talk like one, I suppose.
Hey,
He's not a Maynard. He is
We need
Maynard.
to make a note that these pegs.
my ex-wife was a maniac. So I know they're not Maynards, they're maniacs.
She was from Maine, for real?
Born at Boring Loring.
Loring Air Force Base, yeah. Any craft model kits. Made in China. Huh. Who knew?
Eric,
Yeah,
tell me one thing that's not made in China these days.
me.
Right? He
Are
said
you
these
sure?
days, not decades ago.
13.
Now, my dad was friendly. I do have a half brother in Korea and a half brother in Vietnam.
Well, what I was thinking is those parts that are in
Friendly.
your back.
Good choice of words.
That's 1F through.
Thinking those parts that are in your back may have come from China.
1H. They're all the same. Yeah.
USA titanium. Come on.
Are you positive? Did you check?
Oh, I checked. I checked out negative. Thank you for asking. Dude, there is no grand staircase at all.
Like I said, Eric, why do you think?
I'm looking through these very decrepit instructions here.
If you see on one of the decks, there's gonna be a staircase, or there usually is, and it's not much of a staircase, but it is the grand staircase.
Isn't that where it's supposed to be? Like it's got the
No,
top.
you're too far up. Actually, yeah, underneath that dome, that one right there.
That was what I just showed you. Is that the piece that you put kind of half together?
I didn't put any of that together. I bought it used.
Oh well, whoever. I don't know if that one might be it between the stacks. No.
Ventilation ducts.
You'd have to look from the bottom side, Eric.
Where'd he go? He goes.
Well,
Reason number 2 why he sold that one to you, Eric.
Eric and I talked before I sold that one to him. He knew it was started.
There's the tank room.
No, it's just fun to mess with
Wait.
Eric.
Wait, there's a tank on the Titanic too?
It says a tank room, so yeah, there's got to be tanks. I told you it had gun turrets, Todd.
Is it an Abrams?
Oh, yeah, that's.
That's why the Titanic sunk. It wasn't an iceberg. They shot it down because they knew they were carrying weapons.
Somebody fired one of the tanks.
It was probably Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, there's no
You want to prevent that?
Grand
You said that
staircase. At all, like ever.
I think you just lost it.
I lost it a long time ago. Thank you very much.
And the staircase.
Well, yeah,
But you see the look right there. There's like nothing.
right there. No, Eric, there it is.
What, that?
Yes, that is the grand staircase.
And I wouldn't put them hardly far at all.
Actually, move it further to the left. Yes, you have 2 of them.
Actually, I think we're going to get these right.
Yep, I see him.
No, Donnie didn't see him. He wasn't even paying attention. Those are not staircases. Those are just like hard.
Pull the part out.
I don't believe you guys.
Those are Chinese renditions of staircases.
Fake news.
I know I have breakwater, but I don't know if somebody's. They're supposed to be 45-degree uprights that hold that.
I'm trying. In the instructions, it doesn't show anything with a staircase.
No, it breaks.
If you look at those parts,
Who cares?
those are staircases.
They're calling it.
Let's get this in. Is this the next thing?
Yep, that's the next thing.
Looking through.
Yeah, see, I can't push this all the way down to the breakwater for it. Yeah.
Fake news. Fake news. I don't believe you. I think it's a trick.
Nope. Just break the peg right off.
It does have staircases for the outside. Boiler casing. What is that? Tank
That's the casing that you put the boiler in.
No way.
I bent that peg. And now I want one hole.
Blower assembly. Is that a hooker with lipstick?
Yes.
All right.
No, it's an assembly. It's a gathering of.
Not great.
It's going to sit nice. It's going to sit nice, right, especially right next to the Queen Mary 2.
Which one you gonna sink first?
What?
Which one are you gonna sink first?
I'm not gonna sink anything.
If anything, he's going to sink the Titanic because it has tanks.
Nah. I mean, no.
He's gonna build the Titanic and look at it and go, man, this thing's supposed to be sunk.
And then he's going to get a cat, and the cat's going to get up on the shelf and push it off.
Nope.
Good job, Kitty.
I hate cats. I hate cats. I do. I'm a cat fan.
I'm not either.
Oh, end of the pepper. All right.
End of the pepper?
End of the pepper. You didn't say it right. It's end of the pepper.
Peppa the Pig?
Pepper.
What the hell's a pepper?
Some sort of cartoon pig, I believe.
Peppa the Pig? Yeah, it's like a kid's cartoon or something like that.
Eric! Minnie!
Oh!
What is that?
Mini painting. Huh?
Minnie! It's Pilot. Actually, there's two of them.
All right, Buck painted a mini.
Two.
Mm-hmm. Let them dry and then find some. I think I brought it over here.
Start painting those Titanic minis.
Ah, there.
Donnie, you need to get
Cool.
Some like 3D printed in scale, like mechanical type gnomes to put on.
Right.
Yeah, seriously, because you're rocking it out. Good job. Like seriously, that's a freaking amazing paint job.
Thank you.
But no, if there was like gnomes, you know, like a crew and captain of all gnomes, that'd be sweet.
Mechanical gnomes.
Yes. See, now we're talking like steampunk, right?
Spelljammer.
Spelljammer meets steampunk.
Remember, Spelljammer has mechanical gnomes.
What the heck are botanical gnomes?
I like that.
Garden gnomes.
Hey, I like that.
Oh, these are already right now. This is that final version.
That's not too bad. Now I guess she's got to do some side
I hate gluing, so you're going to do that.
decals.
Gluing is perfect.
But they don't number them. Well, that's just lovely. There's windows that go on the very edge of the saucer.
Which verses?
Yeah, 3 in the front, and then I think 3 or 4 on each side.
Yeah, they don't have them. There's no number to them. They show them. They show them on the layout, but they don't number them. I don't have a clue which ones.
Well, a real fan wouldn't need numbers.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, they would know them all by heart. Every window.
every window, right? Wait a minute, how would you guys know about enterprise windows? Have you guys worked with them recently?
Yeah. Was that intended to be a low blow?
No. If you're purposely aiming for the ankles, it's not considered low.
Well, see, one of them worked on Windows recently. The other one started playing with them a little bit and then said it's too tedious and quit.
Maybe Buck actually knew what was coming. He just knew.
It's right there.
He premonition.
Yep.
I doubt that.
Actually, I think what it was is Eagle Moss heard that I was not doing Windows, and they were like, "Fuck it, we're going out of business."
Buck's not doing it.
They're like, well, Buck's not going to do it. Shut China down.
Yep, that's it. We're done. We're toast. We just lost half our income.
But Todd's still doing it. We can still do it.
That's the other half of the income.
That's right.
Excuse me?
You know what it is? It's because they sent me 2 models
Shut up, Cortana.
that broke them.
Welcome, Maker's Cave.
Yeah, I reached out to Steve to let him know we were doing this. Does he show up? Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Where's your parts
By the
person
way-
that was supposed to show up, Todd?
My what?
Your parts person that was supposed to show up.
Chloe, it's 3 o'clock in the morning where she is.
Something fell over there.
Steve,
Almost 4.
Steve says he has windows left over.
Okay, what do we do? That's
So, Eric, while you were talking about your windows on the Enterprise, I was kind of wanted to ask you, what version? Are they 3.1,
Production.
3.1, ME?
He's doing ME, man.
Ah,
next, take the mic.
Dedicated.
Windows 95 with DOS.
The clap stands?
Yes, attach the
No, he's
mushrooms.
not.
Windows 95 was actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
Actually, it was. I remember playing.
Windows
the
ME, on the other hand,
no, ME was like doomed.
a dumpster
Get
fire.
ME was the one that when Bill Gates went to unveil it, he whipped off the sheet and it had the blue screen of death.
No, he was doing a demo of something, and it blue screen.
I wish I'd have seen that live. I'd have just rolled.
Here it is. 36A. Okay, here they are. Found them.
Where are they?
Here.
Where? I don't see them.
Not supposed to. They're mine. Get away. My precious.
Stingy.
There we go. Ah, balls. Freaking stickers. Come on.
Where are we going?
All right, go. There we go. Got it. All right, so
Flush.
in the front. Oh, that's gonna be tricky.
Don't snap that. I'm afraid to snap the wheel off. Yeah.
There's a nub
Scrape tape.
right where one of the windows needs to go. I might have to sand that off. I am going to.
What are you sanding off?
Where's my
His
sander?
nub.
Oh yeah.
I'm sanding my nub. My nubbing.
That's what he said.
I'm sanding
You
my nub.
ask Karina?
Sanding my nub. Have to ask her if I'm doing
in
it
the same stuff we're supposed to have.
What?
I didn't hear it, and I didn't think I wanted to.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
I said I don't have to ask her if I'm doing it myself.
I don't know. I think she might be concerned if you sand it off.
But I mean, if they're loose to the point where if I shake it, are they going to come out?
Love this color for tires.
Be careful with it. Because a lot of times you can rub the gold well. I know. Kind of not rub, just press.
Wait,
Oh, that one.
Eric's sanding his nub off.
Yeah, that one.
Todd's over there
Just go, man.
rubbing things.
Well, no,
Yeah.
trying to not rub.
Try not to rub any paint
Yeah.
or anything off.
If you rub, it comes off.
Yeah.
So don't rub.
If you say so.
I do. I'm a master. All right, that one's not going to come back out because that one's smooshing. Now, try it. There you go.
That was just stuck. I mean, without proper lube, she ain't moving nowhere.
Ask
Nope.
the engineer.
You know what they say? If your girlfriend smokes, what you should do, right?
Throw water on her.
What? No, slow down and take shorter strokes.
Oh.
Just want to make sure our PG was completely gone.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Gilly's helping too because he's cleaning his mini. Actually, we have not said anything that you couldn't say on PG. We have just insinuated.
Yeah, Disney does that in their cartoons.
It's like the original box for Aladdin.
It's the big pecker.
We had that one. Disney. I don't remember what happened to ours, but I do remember that Disney was paying a premium to get those back. Or not Aladdin, the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Did you ever see the original cover?
No. Oh, if I did, I don't remember.
The spires for the castle, the underwater castle,
Yeah.
were phallic symbols.
Wasn't that on like the DVD box or the VCR box, the VHS box or something?
It was on the original VHS box.
Yeah, there was like one of them looked like a penis.
More than one. There's like 3 or 4.
Well, there you go. There's step 1.
Now,
Blow me up, Buck.
mermaids do come in
Nice.
schools.
I mean, that deck doesn't look terrible.
And
Very
those-
nice.
Painted those valves. All the steam valves are brass. Did the combing on the front hatch.
They were green.
Capstans are green. Winches are green. So I know that, so Chloe's working on this kedge anchor. She's going to replace this with a more accurate one. I know she's working on the winches, so I didn't push them all the way in. But I do like, and it's hard to tell, probably in the color of the stream, if I can get this to focus whatsoever. No?
Focus!
No? Come on, computer.
Cameraman's not listening.
Ah, there it goes.
But we painted this. This is not a vent. They say in the instructions this is a vent. This is actually a cable, a wire reel covered in canvas. So we painted that kind of an off-white, so it looked more like canvas, and then the vent.
Damn, that looks really cool.
It does. Very cool.
Still, you would think for the price that kid is, that all that little painting would be done. Just saying.
So it looks better in person.
It looks pretty good on video.
I
Yeah,
love it.
it does.
It's good. It took a lot of prep work to do all the painting, but
Yeah, assembly was like
the assembly took
5 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't take any time to put it together.
Meanwhile, our hands are every shade of Titanic.
Yeah, we've been painted. We've been all painted different colors.
Yeah.
Wait, hold your hands out again there, Todd.
Well, I washed mine.
Yeah, you're all clean.
Now we know who does
Yeah.
the
Well,
real
Francisco
work.
hasn't washed his hands yet. My hand did look like that.
See, Francisco does the real hard work right there.
Oh my God.
That's generally how this works. Todd takes photos. That's hard work.
Way to go, Todd. Yay.
You can push a button.
Step 2.
No, we don't start.
I was gonna say that's.
I think
really
I
like
think step
10
2 is the
minutes.
engine anyway. So that was stage 1. All done. All these little stock parts, not going to use them. Clean up.
Yeah. let's clean up.
So how much of the actual parts out of stage 1 did you use?
The deck,
The deck. Yeah.
the under deck, the plastic deck. The breakwaters are stock. The vents are these. This vent is stock. This vent stock, and all these winches are stock. But I'm eventually going to replace the winches and this anchor. So
Most of the stuff that was bolted onto the deck was aftermarket.
and there's more aftermarket coming whenever she gets the next.
So in other words, you pay for the little kit, Then you throw that away and you buy the aftermarket parts.
Well, I mean, you know, it's I'm basing this on, there's a guy named Vasily Riskovic who does amazing 3D renders of the Titanic, very accurate down to every bolt. And you know, that's like the picture of our Facebook group. I asked Vasily if we could use it, and he said, of course. And he's got an amazing Facebook group. You look at these pictures, and his 3D renders are amazing. But you know, people are going to argue whether these were green or they were black. You know, the capstans, you know, were they black? Were they?
They were definitely not white.
They weren't white, right? We do know that they had brass tops for sure, but because the brass on dives is still there. But you know, like whether the winches were green or black. But I'm basing it on me. The fact that a lot of steam-powered equipment back in the teens and 20s was painted green. So the winches were steam-driven. These are steam-driven winches. These are steam-driven capstans. Steam-driven anchor chains will be in the middle. It's all going to be green on my boat.
And your book is the one that counts because it's your build.
You know, another good source is Boyd from TrekWorks. He's got a... you guys remember the
Totally Titanic?
Totally Titanic?
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good. I didn't know if you knew about that resource.
You know what? I'm in a lot of the different groups. I'm in, you know, there's the Titanic Cyclopedia, whatever it's called. There's, you know, Ken Marshall who did all the paintings. I have all the books. You know, and the historians are always going to go. I mean, it sat under the water for what, 78 years or something till we found it. So
right.
There's a lot of going to be arguments. You know, what color? I know for a fact. You look in this picture that this color, like this color that was considered probably going to be light masked or like kind of it's kind of like this, but it's more like a bone color, like a light flesh color. And I do have a color for that, faded yellow. So that's what I'm going to use. I'll repaint these. Because the engine supports that we're going to do in either the next issue or I think it's 3, match. They're the same kind of light mask. So I have a light mask color that I'm going to use. And
what color is that? Because that looks orange. The picture of the stacks.
Yeah. Well, when you get them, they look way too orangey yellow. Like based on the people that have already built this far, I don't have the stack, so I can't tell you.
Oh.
But the people over in the UK that have built this already, it really looks like these are very, very yellow-orange. And so I have, where's the box? I need the box.
So you're making your own like custom mix?
No, Vallejo sells this.
Oh no shit!
It's hard to find it, but I'm going to use some of the colors from here. They say to use this yellow for it, and I'm not. I'm going to use this yellow. They have like a deck color in here. I've used only, I think, 2 of the colors out of this entire box.
Oh.
But I suppose you could use all these colors, and they show you, you know, where to put them. But so that's what it helped because I definitely am going to use this white. It should say off white, but it just says white. It's 71-270. This is kind of an off cream. I'm going to use this for like the top of the canvas. I'm going to make little canvas covers for the light boats. And I used it for this. I used it for the little this canvas covered wire reel. I put it on there, and I also put it inside the vents just to kind of create. You're never going to be able to see this, but just inside the vents, we painted that off white too, because there's no proof that these were painted inside other than white. So I just did it to kind of create a shadow.
Now, is that going to be? You said another one of those 3D packs. Is that going to be hollow?
I don't think so. I don't think that's a big enough deal to me that it's not hollow. I think where they're going to make the 3D parts, or what Chloe's going to do, is probably the stuff that really could use more detail. Like these winches could definitely use these, or this is a very gross representation of what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
But she's going to do winches. This kedge anchor should have a lot more detail. So she'll do those kind of things, like these hatches. I can't believe they didn't put the hatches in the skylights and the cargo hatch. It just blows me away that was smooth. But we were supposed to put screws in this, weren't we? Did you miss a step? Pretty sure.
Yeah, I watched a documentary about that particular hatch that you just showed, and they expect, because of where they found it on the ocean floor, that the water pressure was so much in the nose that it literally blew it, like I don't know how many hundreds of meters in front of the ship when it finally hit.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely, because it was gone on the wreck. Like
yeah, well, they found it like 200-300 meters forward of the ship on the bottom.
Yep.
And the I
Say
guess.
bye to Francisco. He's going home. Bye, guys.
Hey, later, man.
Bye.
See you, Francisco.
Bye.
That the hatch bolts or whatever were literally sheared. They could tell that it was like literally sheared off. So they assumed that the only amount of pressure, you know, that could do that was that scenario.
Never assume.
Now, Todd, have you thought about, because you said there was you're talking about like a lot of like little bits with, you know, canvas and stuff like that. There's a neat way, if you already know about it, to do that type of work. A lot of people in dioramas do that, and it's tissue paper, you know, like nose tissue you blow your nose with, and then you make a slurry with regular glue and water, and then you soak it, and then you put it over, you know, and then you could just like dab it how you want it. Again, I've watched a lot of YouTubers use that method. I was just wondering if that's something that you would consider.
Well, and it's weird because, you know, if you look in the pictures, like on the cover here, it looks like all the boats are uncovered, which they wouldn't have been. You know, and I don't know if they're going to give us covers, but all the promo pictures do not show them covered. They would have been covered on the ship, so I don't.
Todd, this is what you need to use to cover the boats.
What is it?
Canvas.
Oh,
no, I'm probably going to use like real canvas. I'll get like a tight linen or something like that. And the only thing I don't want to do is all the rope rigging that has to go around them usually. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, my phone.
Hello.
Tell them I'm busy.
Hello.
Alexa, answer phone.
No.
I tried.
Yeah. Let me mute myself.
Should we unmute him?
We want to hear.
But I wanna.
Because you know, we can unmute him.
Only Buck would want to unmute him.
I don't want to unmute him.
I'm back. What are you going to do? Try to listen in on what we're talking about for dinner, the conversation that everybody has? What do you want for dinner?
Yeah, we want to know what's for dinner.
What's wrong with that?
No, I have a bunch of colors that I have set out to use for the Titanic. Like I have a bright brass that I use for the brass pieces, the wheels. I'm using a dark gray blue for all the bollards and everything to kind of give them a smoky color. We didn't use this. Covered all the parts in a matte varnish. We use white. What else do we use? Oh, the green is called Sick Green. It's a game air color for all the stuff. What else did I use? I used a gold Sharpie and my airbrush.
All Vallejo. Nice.
We didn't use the colors. These colors are the fun ones. But I still have to, you know, I have to do, that was whopping pack 1. So if we go in here and get like pack 3, I can show you a little preview. So this is the engine, right? Pack 2 is this hull. 2 and 4 are this hull pieces. With the engine, I did a little prep work last week. There's a couple things we're going to do a little differently on the supports. The column supports, these are supposed to be light matte, which should match the funnels. So those are also going to get this color. And then the cogwheel, which I have no idea why it's green. It's probably just going to get this black or maybe even a red just for fun, like a dark red, steam engine red. And then in preview work, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but all the little connecting rods, these came in black. I chromed them because I think that'll look like machined aluminum, like machined steel. So these are these have all been chromed. I used to use my Molotov. What is it? Molotov? Amatov? Something like pen. I used to use my chrome pen for those. But when you use the chrome pen, you really got to let it dry. And I'm talking about for a good solid day, or else it'll come off.
Well, you were talking
Let it
about,
dry and then clear coat it.
you were talking about the supports, and you showed the color of the what you were going to use on the funnels. Now, couldn't you get away with like just doing a wash without having to spray the whole damn thing? Could you darken it? Because I mean, it's about the same color, right? Just DACA.
Yeah, but I don't think a wash would do it. I mean, I'll mask this off. I'll mask the black parts off, and I'll just airbrush it.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if it might like save you some time if you just like hand brushed a wash or something.
No, I mean these two parts basically fit together. You know, the left and right sides, and
If you wanted to save time, Eric, you just use it the way it was.
you know, oh yeah, the cylinders have to go to the dirt. So yeah, I'll paint these. I'll airbrush them. They're gonna get airbrushed this faded yellow 71443. That's what I'm using for light masts. That's what the funnels will be. That's what the engines will be. So.
Yeah, and those chrome pieces, or that you chromed, that actually looks pretty cool. I was assuming that's how they came when you were.
I have these. Where are they?
That came out nice.
Let me. They're these guys. Molotov. These liquid chrome pens, right? So I use these liquid chrome pens all the time.
Now, you don't have an issue with dry time on those, right?
No, these, when you paint them, I let them dry for at least 24 hours. Because if you even touch this, if you try to use this stuff takes forever to dry. But once it dries, it's in really good shape because I think they look really good. So
I like the Green Stuff World chrome paint.
Donnie, you said Green Stuff, that they make a pen?
It's not a pen, it's a paint.
Okay, actual paint.
You can just like airbrush it.
You mentioned your Sharpies, Todd, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my metallic Sharpies, I use these all the time. I have gold, silver, bronze.
Stuff, Eric.
Like I have Sharpies of every color. I have huge boxes of Sharpies, but I use this for brass because gold looks like brass, you know. So I use it for the top of the capstans, you know, to make capstans. I use them for touch up of little brass wheels. You know, I use them all the time.
Yeah.
This stuff, Eric.
Well,
I think I've seen that. No, maybe I have. I don't know. I don't know if you might have shown that before. That looks familiar. Green stuff. Now, is that sprayed directly, or do you have to thin it?
Yeah, you can spray it straight through an airbrush. You can brush paint it. I used it when I built the Supernatural Impala for my daughter. You know, like the places where you cut the bumpers and stuff off the sprue.
Yep.
Touch that up with that stuff, and you can't even tell the difference between it and the chrome that was already there.
Oh, dang. Nice. Now, is that enamel or lacquer?
I think it's oil.
You guys are still running. See how we go? You're gonna make me sit here and do stage 2 because it's like 2 steps.
Yes, we are.
I'm staying until somebody else gets here. So.
Yeah, last time she got there, you turned the stream off.
Oh, speaking of which, I should go unlock the door. Give me a second.
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says thin with alcohol.
What else thins with alcohol? Both enamel and. No, I'm just kind of curious because
Acrylic usually. It does. It's not lacquer, I know, because it does not have a lacquer smell.
Well, this is worrisome.
What's the matter?
I'm not sold on this red.
That looks.
That
looks well from the camera, anyways. It looks pretty spot on, but
Yeah, but it really should be more of a salmon color.
What? Really?
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth repainting, but I have a color for it in my little Titanic box.
I was gonna say, show us the color because I'm trying
There it
to
is.
think of it salmon pink.
Let's see how different it is. I will dab a little on the inside of the panel. This is the anti-fouling red. We'll see what it looks like because it's definitely supposed to be more of a salmon color.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's a big difference.
Big? Dang, dude. No, if that's what, if you like that one better, or if it's more accurate, I'd go with that. The paint.
I just, I watch other people paint these too, and it really seems like.
I wonder if that's going to dry a shade darker though.
The
I don't know.
Mia anti-fouling red is a dark red.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, and that's similar to what came in the package.
Well, look, this is the scale colors anti-fouling red for the Titanic.
It's getting blown out. There you go.
See, and well, make yours big because I have to watch in StreamYards. Make your screen big.
Donnie's matches the color of the piece already.
Yeah, but mine is not specifically for the Titanic. That might be.
See that looks pink too. It's not the maroon color that they have here.
Yeah,
it's like a deep blood maroon, like a burgundy almost.
God, you were right. The whole
Maybe they just painted it like a modern anti-fouling red, not period correct.
This is the anti-fouling red for the Queen Mary.
It also looks pink, like a salmon.
That's darker than what he just showed, though.
Yeah.
The one that he just showed has like orange in it, or orange-ish.
And then hang on a second. I have somewhere. Let me see if I can find it.
And when you paint the hull,
Where's my phone?
I have a hull red too. Let me see if I can find it.
the hull comes out looking like this.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter. Look how dark this is. I mean, it's crazy. It's super dark. Let me see if I can find that hull red. I have
Well, that's because it's been on the bottom of the ocean. There's not very much light down there.
Here we go. So
Where are we going?
This is hull red.
Wait. There. Now we can see you again.
See, and I feels like this is the color they used instead. This is hull red, which basically looks like blood. We paint that. See how dark it is? Like, that's too dark.
Yeah.
But this seems more likely. Way more likely.
Well, I mean, technically it is the hull.
Well, and the nice thing is that they separated the parts at the water line, right? So I could literally just airbrush this, right?
That is cool.
So that, this is the left side of the bow. And since the two parts are separate at the water line, I just don't know what the finish would look like compared to the black, but I suppose I could spray them both. It is strange that they did not drill out these holes, the portholes. Those portholes are not drilled out. I know some people were drilling them out, and I'm not doing that. So
You're not going to put lights in there, Todd?
It comes with lights. It has lights.
Well, they ain't going to show through if there ain't no hole.
No, I don't need them there.
Hang on. Angle those again so that we can see them. Yeah, those should be portholes. Because there are some holes that are further back on the hull that are a little bit further down that they're actually not portholes that people have drilled out on the 200 scale, the trumpeter.
Yeah.
They're actually exit or wastewater.
Well, I mean, there's wastewater pipes, there's all sorts of stuff. And the hawse pipes, the anchor chain pipes, the hawse pipes, those typically have the anti-fouling inside too. Like the nose here, this opening in the nose would be that pink inside. Maybe not on the sides, but I know the nose had it. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn on whether I want to go down that route. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look bad. It just seems like the color's off a little bit. I have to put that thing in my brain of, I mean, is it just going to bug me and everybody else sees it goes, oh, hey, cool, Titanic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, is it too much work to make it that salmon color? It's not. It's easy. It'd be super easy, but
If I come there, I'm not going to say, hey, Titanic. I'm going to be like, hey, it's an Olympic.
right?
Because you remember the rumors.
Hey, Todd, click on that link, and you might have already seen it, but I posted a link in the chat.
Yeah, that's Robert Reed's site, isn't it? Titanic Cat Plans.
Yeah. I was just reading through what they were talking about for the anti-fouling red.
Yeah, and I think even on his site he has a color guide, and the color guide has it as a pink.
Yeah.
It's like a salmon.
Yeah, exactly. The color that you put on the back side of that red piece is exactly what it shows. Hey, Buck.
Focus.
Huh?
Yep.
I think that's more accurate than this is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we know what Todd's going to be painting next.
Well, here's the thing about what they did, you know, with that dark purplish. There are people who are going to go for the accurate, and there are the people who are going to go, it looks cool, and not care about how accurate it is.
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at my Lego Titanic, you can say the same thing. It's just red. So, or burgundy.
Did you paint it?
Nope.
Did you paint it?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't know.
Did you put lights
You
in
should
it?
have painted all the little bricks before you put them together.
You know,
Todd,
this,
did you put lights in it?
in what? My Lego Titanic?
Yeah.
Oh, you bet. Should I spin up my spare camera so I can end the broadcast early? I can take you on a little tour of the house if you want to see all the stuff all the setups.
No.
Well, here's the question: did you get the light kit that has the lights for the lifeboats?
Lights for the light? No. Does it
Yeah,
light the funnels though? Yes, which is not accurate either.
Does it like what?
The up lights for the funnels. The funnels are not lit.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed there's a spot in here for a screwdriver. I don't remember seeing one.
Donnie took it.
I wouldn't use it anyway, but
It's definitely salmon, and this guy's even saying that you know, he's in case of the anti-fouling red, we do have photographic proof of the color, and he has the picture of the bow.
well, it was used on ships all over the place. You know, so
he has the picture of the bow of the same color that you put the paint on. That salmon.
yeah, I mean, but it's not just this ship. They would use that same paint on pretty much any ship that was built around that time, right? So I don't think it'd be that hard to find out that it's not this deep burgundy. It was more of that salmon. It was more of this color.
and that burgundy it's interesting because I think Buck touched on it that we're both doing the Queen Mary 2, and that deep burgundy is what we use basically on for that anti-foul. Like it's more, I guess, modern day.
Yeah, and if you watch the guy doing Midwest Model Shop, which I watch all his stuff because he's doing crazy work on the trumpeter.
Right.
Even his is that pink. You know, I don't know.
I blame it on Eric.
I mean, it's going to be a super easy job just to paint it pink, but it's very strange. This color, once I saw it in person, it's a little very dark. I'm going to have to do a satin finish on it, I think, to make it match. I guess it really doesn't have to match either. I mean, there's a lot of things that, I mean, if you look at all the planks, you know, the plating, they overlapped them. These plates were literally overlapping each other. That's how they built the Titanic. I I have a feeling when we get to the side, there's going to be a huge lack of rivet detail and coaling doors and all sorts of stuff that's just going to be not there. But you know what? I wanted to build a die-cast big Titanic, and I'm having fun, so I don't care.
Yeah, right on, man. It's what it's all about.
I'm not trying to build the most accurate thing in the world. I mean, I think somebody even said, one, not only are these portholes not in the right place or need to be drilled out, but like the Titanic, the actual nameplate, which is hiding here, is in the wrong place. You know, I just don't care. It's gonna be fine. I'll have fun. I'll paint the things I want to paint, and I won't paint the things I don't want to paint.
Giddy up. That's the way it should be.
I don't believe you, Todd.
What do you mean you don't believe me?
I've seen the work that you do.
I know. I go overboard. That's why.
Oh,
But like he said,
pun
he
intended.
paints the things he wants to paint.
He goes overboard. Pun intended.
I'm shaking my paint.
Get a paint shaker.
I got one.
I guess I should be happy that I'm not building the wooden Eagle Moth Titanic.
Yeah. I was willing to pay the $1 to get the first issue. And then I called them and said no.
I don't think I'd want to build a wooden one. A lot of people do. They love it. Very relaxing, but I don't think I'd have the patience to plank a ship.
If I was going to build a wooden Titanic, I would buy the Oak Creek.
You know, I did go over and look at Oak Creek. They have a lot of cool stuff.
Yes. Yeah, they do.
I really like that little Adler locomotive.
I either have it or I built it.
Yeah, a little Adler. Didn't they have the Stevenson too? The rocket?
Yes. Okay, the Adler I haven't built yet. The Stevenson I have.
That was the very first steam engine, if I remember correctly.
And there's also the
fastest one.
I think it's the Adler has the rail cars that go behind it. First, second, and third class.
Uh-oh. I see a fault.
Uh-oh.
If you look really closely on this magazine, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There are depth lines right there. See them?
Yep.
There's depth lines. I can read them. They're 42, 41, 40. I can see them right there.
Mm-hmm.
There, not there. Think we're going to get a sticker? I'm pretty sure the shear line, the yellow shear line, I think, pretty sure that's going to be a sticker. That's going to run down the whole ship and cover the seam.
No, that'll be a bonus issue that you have to pay extra for. They have a little bottle of yellow.
Yeah, do you think at the end of the subscription they'll send you the parts to break it in half?
Yeah.
That's Eagle Moss.
Oh, that's true. Hatchet doesn't really do that, do they? The extension issues. Surprise! Here's some parts.
Well,
All right, guys.
That's okay. We sent you more parts anyway. Hey,
What is this?
Is that it? Good stopping point?
There we go, Todd.
Let me see.
This is the one I got to build right here.
oh,
There you go.
nice.
See, I want to do the 4014, the UP 4014, the big boy. I love the big boy. Seen it in person.
Now, actually, Todd, what I was going to say is, you guys can keep going if you want. I'm going to drop off.
Yeah.
No, I think I gotta go. We gotta get some dinner. It's that time.
Dinner.
And
Did you eat yesterday?
And it's a good stopping point. Yes. Here. Come on. Look how much progress we made. We got almost a whole forecastle. Forecastle.
No, that's how much Francisco did.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Wow.
What did you do?
Wow.
I literally
Ow.
worked on 3 models.
What'd you get done, Buck?
I did some painting here, some painting there.
Later,
Put the
guys.
engine together. I'm letting it dry. Wow.
Eric
What'd you guys
left.
do to Eric?
He just left.
His battery died.
No, he was on his computer. Remember, he said he was on his computer.
Gilly said he got 4 minis clean.
His CPU melted down.
Maybe.
No, actually, Eric usually when it comes time to end, he's gone like that.
All right. Well, goodbye. Bye, Eric.
Yeah,
Hey, Mrs.
bye,
Eric. Yep, I'm done. I think it's a good time.
I got a bunch of rivets painted.
Yep.
That looks really good, Donnie.
That
Thank you.
looks fantastic.
I'm gonna say, Donnie, you need to come here and paint my Titanic for me.
He'll paint it that purple color.
That's right. Teal.
Yeah.
No, this is teal.
Yeah.
The box
All right.
has a blue color on it. I decided that was closest I have.
I think that Stearman's gonna look really good.
Yeah.
I think so too. It's a very simple kit.
I've never
I mean,
built
there's
a
no internal.
Do you have to
There's
do you have
no-
to rig the wings, the bi-wing?
I don't have to, but it does come with the wire to do it.
Okay.
So I probably am going to figure it out. What's funny is it doesn't tell you how long or anything. It just, the wire's just in there. Eric just said, great stream, everyone, from Discord. But the wire's in there, and actually, I'm not sure if there's there's enough for, because they've got dual lines on the
I was gonna
here.
say most biplanes have some good rigging inside them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
Thanks,
it's because
Richard.
they,
Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks, Richard. Bottle Tank. Whoever else is watching. Thanks, Donnie. Thanks, Buck.
Thanks, Gil.
yep.
Thanks, Eric, for leaving us.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
everybody,
we will-
have a good one. Come back next
Yep.
week.
Yep.